turning our attention now to the state of Kentucky, where we're learning more details that could have played a part in the fatal shooting of Judge Kevin Mullins.
Sheriff Shawn Stines is accused of fatally shooting Mullins in his chambers following an argument. We've seen the video of this happening. Now we're learning about other alleged crimes that took place in those judicial chambers prior to the shooting.
Joining us now in studio with the very latest, Court TV field reporter Cody Thomas. Cody, boy, this case has gotten everyone's attention from the very beginning, and now it's getting even deeper. What can you tell us?
Well, good afternoon, Ted and Julia. We may now have more insight into what was truly going on behind those closed doors in the Letcher County Courthouse. Newly obtained audio recordings from a police interrogation allege Judge Kevin Mullins engaged in sextortion acts inside the same chambers where he was killed. The recordings are from a 2022 criminal investigation into Letcher County Deputy Ben Fields, who was convicted and sent to prison earlier this year for the rape and sodomy of a female inmate. The woman heard on the recordings is victim Sabrina Adkins, who has been publicly vocal about her claims against the convicted deputy, using his position of power to pressure her and other women to have sex in exchange for favorable treatment. But she says Judge Mullins was involved as well.
But he does have some videotapes of some stuff in the judge's chambers.
What kind of stuff?
Just with girls, sexual and stuff.
What describe? Have you seen the videos?
I've seen one partly, and just him having sex with girls for their bail to get out of jail.
Who was having sex?
Ben and just some higher ups up there.
Who?
The judge and.
Now you saw the video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What did you see on the video? I mean,
I've seen Judge Mullins having sex with a girl.
Who was the girl?
I don't know, because I don't know a lot of people from over there.
Where was it at?
In his office, in the judge's chambers.
Is that the same place that you were meeting Ben? Is that how you know it was the judge's chambers?
Yeah. And
this was Judge who?
Mullins.
Now, Adkins' attorney has gone on record saying, quote, "It's like they were running a brothel out of that courtroom." And Adkins, along with another woman, filed a civil rights lawsuit against the deputy. Sheriff Stines was also named in the lawsuit, and he was deposed in the ongoing suit days before shooting Mullins back in September. But further in those recordings, Adkins can be heard saying Sheriff Stines was involved in the sexual scandal as well.
But you saw the video of the judge.
Yes.
Any other videos that you actually saw?
No. They say that the Sheriff Stines is involved. I don't know.
Who said that?
Chad. He said he had videos with Mickey. Mickey used to do the same thing when he was over house arrest.
Now, of course, Ted and Julia, these are extremely heinous allegations against Sheriff Stines and the late Judge Mullins. And as of now, we do know Stines has pleaded not guilty to murder regarding that shooting.
Cody, this is shocking information to come out. We have heard about the litigation that was going on, but now to hear this victim make these allegations, it's interesting. What else are we hearing from alleged victims? Is it anyone other than this particular woman?
Well, Julia, Ned Pillersdorf, the attorney representing Sabrina Adkins, heard on those recordings. He joined Court TV last night talking about a time when he went in front of Judge Mullins for their civil rights suit and asked Mullins to recuse himself due to those sexual acts occurring in his chambers. Here's what he said happened.
I briefly appeared in front of Judge Mullins, and I said, with all due respect, Judge, I think you need to recuse from this court hearing because we have filed a lawsuit in which we've alleged that the dastardly sex acts occurred in your chambers. At that point, it was about a 1-minute hearing. And maybe if you read the transcript, it doesn't sound that bad, but Judge Mullins protested and pointedly assured me he could be fair and impartial and he didn't need to recuse. And of course, I had an ethical obligation to my client. I said, I think you should recuse. And Judge Mullins did recuse. It was about a 1-minute hearing. As a result of that, and this is just me, I felt so uncomfortable that day with what he said. I have declined to ever go back to his court again. I've been offered to represent other people in Judge Mullins' court, and I just said after that experience, I didn't want to do it.
Ted and Julia, aside from the civil rights lawsuit, Sheriff Stines could face the death penalty in Kentucky if convicted of that murder charge.
That is a lot.
I love Vinny's face because it kind of sums up everyone's reaction to the details of this.
These details, exactly.
It's crazy what was allegedly.
It was already a crazy incident and that has just shocked so many people, but it seems to continue to add those layers. Cody Thomas, thank you so much for your reporting on this. We're going to bring back in our analyst who is joining us now, criminal defense attorney Alan Kagawa. Alan, what should happen in Letcher County, do you think, right now? I mean, we're talking about multiple layers, many people who were being accused, and now it's almost as if this killing of the judge is putting an additional light on what may have been happening inside of that system.
Yeah, absolutely. I think first off, I think there needs to be a big investigation just into this. Significant concern here is if there was potentially some sort of ring or something like this going on, there's a concern that, you know, you may need to get an outside authorities to prosecute this case and to take a look at this. It's just an absolute embarrassment to the legal system.
Yeah, it just, I can't imagine if you live in this county and this is coming out, you know, you have a sheriff killing a judge in his chambers, and then these claims that this whole thing was all about these guys having, you know, having sex with these women, using their power. Say, hey, you want to get out on bail? Well, guess what? You have to do this I mean, it is horrendous, and the public there cannot have a lot of confidence in the system.